Hey everyone, Coach Dave here, and just wanted to shoot this quick video and talk to you today about 5 things that I think that are blocking your fitness results. Now, let's just say that there are a lot of other complex issues that go into essentially fat loss and losing weight and reaching your goals, but I really think that it comes down to these 5. And a lot of them have to do with lifestyle and what's happening today in our world. So the first one that I wanted to talk to you about is your crazy busy life. Let's face it, you are constantly on the go. You've got so many different things on your schedule, on your plate. I mean, if you're like us, we've got, you know, not only our work schedules, but we also have our kids' work schedules. And I say work schedules, it's really their sports schedules, all their activities and stuff. It feels like sometimes work because we are planning and, figuring out who's going to take who where. And that hinders our ability to really focus in and prioritize on us being healthy and, essentially making fitness and lifestyle choices that are going to help us. So what you need to do is you need to reprioritize. Now listen, your workout, if you do 1 hour a day, is about 4% of your day. Now, you have to schedule it. It has to become a priority. You have to decommit from a few things that you already have on your schedule and put that on your schedule. Also, one thing that I think that a lot of people neglect and that really does play a factor is your sleep. Because we have such busy schedules and we're crazy going all the way up until later hours of the night, we're getting less sleep. So of course we don't feel motivated, we don't feel refreshed, we don't feel energized to work out. So that's something, just kind of a little extra piece in there about finding that solution, decommitting to some of those priorities, reprioritizing, and making your health and your fitness number one. Number 2 is you don't want to wait. What do I mean by that? Essentially is we are in an instant gratification society, and we will do anything to essentially find pleasure. Now, back in our ancestors' day, finding pleasure and eating extra calories and sitting down did them well. But for us, it actually adds to those extra calories that are not being burned off. And so it adds to increased waistline, increased thighs, or whatever you hold that body fat. But it doesn't have to be this way. You don't have to worry. If you just find other ways to find pleasure and reprogram your brain, like meaning maybe it's to go out for a walk at night with your spouse, your significant other, whoever, and just get outside. I mean, when I was out in Colorado for our vacation that we just got back from, it was just awesome just to be outside, feel the fresh air, and just be in nature. So find something. It could be reading a book. It could be having a spa day once a week, maybe once a month. Find something that's going to also add pleasure that doesn't have to do with eating or drinking, all right? Number 3 is you can't be bothered. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, essentially is that you do not like discomfort. You do not like pain, and you will seek other ways to get around it. And here's what I want to say about that is I understand that a lot of people feel that working out is miserable, or they don't like it and they don't enjoy it. But let me ask you to rephrase that, or let's rethink that in terms of what would be the effect of not being in shape. Or let's put it another way. Let's make it that the negative side of not being in shape. So for me, for instance, if you know my story, my father passed away at the age of 67 from a massive heart attack, okay? He was very overweight, very out of shape. I always felt like I, being in the fitness industry, had something to say about it or do about it, and I couldn't do it. It was his choice. I understood that, and I realize that now. But that bothered me. It also bothered me the fact that he didn't get to see his grandkids. He was my daughter was 6 weeks old when he passed away, and he never got to meet, and that bothered me. So I found my why. I essentially put me being out of shape or not healthy in the sense that when my kids get older, they might actually not be able, their grandkids, if they have kids, my grandkids, I should say, sorry, will not be able to see me, or I won't get to see them because of the choices I made. So I'm putting a negative association to not being in shape. So I reframe it. I look at it as that, yes, it is discomfort. There are times where it is painful and I don't enjoy the workout. But I know that if I don't do it, what other repercussions there will be in the long run because I don't do it. So make sure that you reframe that and put a negative association to it of not being in shape. Now the fourth one, and this is kind of one that I don't always get, but you don't feel like you're honored. Essentially what I'm saying is that you don't believe that you deserve success. But I disagree with that. And let me ask you, if you're really honest with yourself, how many times have you self-sabotaged your weight loss? How many times have you actually, not felt that you were worthy of being fit and being healthy? Okay, this is not something that everybody goes through, but I know there are some. I've worked with a lot of people that they just don't have that belief. Well, let me tell you, I believe in you. And when you start believing in yourself, then ultimately you can make that change and you can create that lifestyle, you can create that body that you want. The fifth and the final one today that I'm going to talk to you about is you're afraid. Okay? Now, what do I mean by that? Is how many times have you started an exercise program or got on a diet, told your family, told your friends, and you either saw them kind of eye roll, or maybe you felt that they were like, oh my gosh, they're gonna go and do this again. And you're thinking to yourself, oh, another time, I'm not gonna be, I start this workout, I start this program, and I'm gonna lose some weight, but I'm gonna gain it back or whatever. And you're afraid that you're gonna fail, okay? Now, on the flip side of that, there's a couple other things that you might be afraid of. You're afraid of change. You're afraid that a new workout program or a new exercise program or lifestyle is gonna create a new gym, a new friends, new diet or lifestyle, and it's gonna create discomfort because you might not have a supportive family or supportive spouse or significant other that actually buys into it, and it's gonna be challenging, and you're afraid of that. But that's okay, because you know what's gonna happen is as time goes on, all that change is gonna be the new normal. And you're gonna have essentially a new lifestyle, a new routine that will ultimately lead to you having reached your fitness goals, reached those results that you're looking for. Okay, so those are the 5 things that I wanted to mention to you that are ultimately stopping you from seeing the results you want, okay? Now listen, I know that there are times where you're gonna need some help, and that's where I'm here for you, all right? I have a coaching program that I do, and listen, it's not a fit for everybody, but what I'd like to do is offer you a free coaching session and see if we're a fit, see if I can help you, get you on the path to where you're gonna ultimately reach your goals. Okay, that's what I want. That's what my mission is here at the Fit Over 40 Challenge, is I wanna try to help as many people that want to get fit, that are what I call in the club, the 40 and over club, because it's not too late. It's never too late. So if you'd like to do a free coaching call, we'll get on the call. Go to fitover40challenge.com/fitness coach. All right, go to that website or that domain, fill out the information. I'll get with you and we'll sit down, we'll find a time to talk and see if there's anything I can do to help you. All right, with that, I'm gonna sign off. Now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. I just wanna see what I'm providing to you, whether or not it's something that you like or not. And if you wanna share it with somebody who needs to hear this, I'd love for you to do that too. So with that, I'm signing off, Coach Dave.